All right, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah has stirred a fresh controversy yet again. Supporting Mohammed Ali Jinnah, the National Conference patron has said that Jinnah did not want a separate nation for Muslim. Abdullah lays the blame on then Indian leaders Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad and Sardar Patel. He claims that their refusal to accept the minority status for Muslims and Sikhs in the country led to Jinnah's demand for Pakistan. And this is not the first time that Abdullah has stoked a controversy. In November last year, Abdullah had said that Pakistan-occupied Kashmir belongs to the state of Pakistan and India has no claim to it. So now Farooq Abdullah once again in the eye of storm, and he has stoked a fresh controversy by saying that Jinnah did not want to split India. Many would argue that this is a comment which does not go down with the sentiments and the way India looks at the entire history. And clearly there are going to be different interpretations of this entire history that Mr. Farooq Abdullah is talking about. And there's a reaction coming in on that story. Let's just listen in.
कमीशन आया, आज भी वो रिकॉर्ड्स पे है। उसमें ये फैसला किया गया कि हम हिंदुस्तान को डिवाइड नहीं करेंगे। हम एक स्पेशल रिप्रेजेंटेशन रखेंगे मुसलमानों के लिए, माइनॉरिटीज जो हैं, सिख हैं, बाकी हैं, उनके लिए एक स्पेशल डिस्पेंसेशन रखेंगे, मगर मुल्क को डिवाइड नहीं करेंगे। जिन्ना ने माना, मगर जवाहरलाल नेहरू, मौलाना आजाद और सरदार पटेल ने नहीं माना। जब ये नहीं हुआ तो जिन्ना ने फिर से पाकिस्तान मांगने की बात करी। नहीं तो ऐसा मुल्क कहीं नहीं होता। आज न बांग्लादेश होता, न पाकिस्तान होता, एक भारत होता।
Rena, who is a BJP MLA from the state of Jammu and Kashmir, joins us this morning. Mr. Rena, thank you so much for speaking to us. You must have heard the statement of Mr. Abdullah saying that Mr. Jinnah was not really responsible for the partition of India. It was some leaders within the Congress party who were responsible, and clearly this interpretation of history wouldn't go down well with many. And what is your view on this interpretation of history that Mr. Abdullah has put forward?
This is just an attempt by Dr. Farooq Abdullah to glorify all the villains as a hero. All those coupled the movements of independence during before 1947, and everybody knows Jinnah was a villain, and all the freedom fighters, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Sardar Patel, Maulana Azad, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, all those fought for Mother India for the sake of our nation, for independence of our country. And now glorifying Mohammed Ali Jinnah means Dr. Farooq Abdullah is just appeasing the anti-national elements. He's appeasing the separatist elements. He's playing the dirty politics. And this is a bad part of the politics. He remained the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir for so many long years. And his grandfather, Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, everybody knows when in 1945, Mohammed Ali Jinnah came to Jammu and Kashmir and met Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah that Jammu and Kashmir is a Muslim majority state and you should join hands with the Pakistan. And at that time, people of Jammu and Kashmir thrown Mohammed Ali Jinnah out of Jammu and Kashmir. He tried to organize a rally in Shopian and in Anantnag area of Jammu and Kashmir, but people rejected Mohammed Ali Jinnah. He went to Jammu and Kashmir to have support for Pakistan. And now, Farooq Abdullah is advocating for Mohammed Ali Jinnah. I think this is the worst part of the politics of Dr. Farooq Abdullah. He should not make such a dirty comment, because it insults our nation, it insults our brave heart, it insults our martyrs, those attain martyrdom for giving us independence and fought against the British.
Right, Mr. Rena, I appreciate you speaking to us and sharing your views and sentiments, and the MLA from BJP clearly on the expected line saying that this is a feeling which is anti-national. This is a comment which shouldn't have been made. At the same time, he also accuses Farooq Abdullah and his family of giving more fire and more support to the separatist elements in the Jammu and Kashmir Valley. My colleague Ashwini Kumar joins me this morning to give us more details and perspective on the story. Now, Ashwini, we just heard the statement of Mr. Abdullah when he said that Jinnah wasn't really responsible. Is it this entire statement is taken in the right context? Is there more to what he said? And as far as the politics of the state is concerned, give us a sense of how you see this entire controversy panning out.
Yeah, the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Dr. Farooq, has clearly hit the BJP in Jammu when he was in the Chamber of Commerce function, and he said that he will fight next election, but not on the religion basis. He will fight election as
just hang on with us. So we're joined by Mr. J.B. Narasimha Rao from the BJP, who will give us his sense and reaction on the story. Mr. Rao, thank you so much for speaking to us. And you heard the statement of Mr. Abdullah saying that Mr. Jinnah wasn't really responsible for the partition of this country. In fact, it was the Congress leaders like Nehru who were responsible, and they did not give the right status to minorities in this country. What are your first thoughts and what's your reaction to this statement coming in?
I think what Dr. Farooq Abdullah is referring to is a partial truth. It's not entirely true that Jinnah did not want creation of Pakistan, because it was the Muslim League which had raised the demand for Pakistan way back in 1933. But it's also true that leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru went along with the British and actually expedited the partition and creation of Pakistan, because Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to be the Prime Minister of the country, and Jinnah would have agreed not for creation of Pakistan only if he were allowed to become the Prime Minister of United India. So it was purely a power struggle and greed of different leaders that led to the partition and the subsequent mayhem that happened. So he is not entirely untrue, but he is also being selective for political reasons. But it's always important to have debate on historical issues, because there has been a narrative in this country where domesticated historians of the Gandhi Nehru family have actually tried to give a spin on every development of our modern history to really to eulogize Nehru and other Congress leaders. So it's always good to have a debate on historical topics. I would certainly not grudge Farooq Abdullah.
Mr. Rao, it's very interesting. You are giving a very nuanced view on this entire matter, because Mr. Ravinder Raina, who's a BJP MLA from the state of Jammu and Kashmir, just said that this is a statement which is anti-national. This is just something which gives more power to the separatist elements in the valley. Though this is a comment which doesn't really goes well with the Congress party and suits the narrative of the BJP. But do you think that this statement will go ahead and fuel the separatist elements in the valley if we look at history this way, or we try to have a debate this way like Mr. Abdullah is suggesting?
No, I think you're referring to my own party state leader. I think, there are different strands of thought. And on issues of historicity, I think this country did not have a proper presentation of historical facts. Both modern history and medieval history have been distorted to suit a particular narrative by the ruling dispensation in India, particularly the Congress party. So I think anyone who raises these historical issues, I think, should be debated on facts and not merely I think we should not avoid debating history. I think it's healthy to have a debate. And Dr. Farooq Abdullah clearly has political motives behind his statement. But I think what he has said is partially true and partially untrue.
Well, Mr. Narasimha Rao speaking there from the BJP and sharing his thoughts and opinions that one should debate on the history. On the other side, Ravinder Raina from the BJP said that this is anti-national. Clearly, who says history is past when it continues to affect the politics of modern times, when it continues to tell us who is national and who is anti-national? We'll keep tracking this big story for you.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.